Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 here. You'll notice that's a little brighter in here. So I've been kind of letting this run for a little bit just to build up some tickets. So we unlock those lights there. I put in some lights here. And even without my light on, like, it is still rather bright in here, which is kind of nice. Still a little dark over here, but you know, that's fine. And then this is still kind of nice and lit up and everything. And it just became night, so like the lights literally just came on. So pretty nice in there so far. And then over in here, I decided to start building some of this. And this is going to be like just basic materials refining. So we can take 60 copper ore and turn it into 150 copper ingots just by adding some water. Which is kind of ridiculous, right? So we're going to do copper here. We're going to do some more copper over here on this side. And then over on the other side, basically the same thing, just with iron. And then I did notice some interesting things when I was trying to build this whole thing up. So another thing that I unlocked is, let me see, it is these things, like the industrial railing, right? Apparently, these take up the same block space and are considered to be the same thing as this wall. Now, I know that it's the wall because if you take the wall out, you can then place it on there no problem, right? But as soon as you put that on there and then you try to put the wall back underneath, you can't do it. So for some reason, the game thinks that these diagonal rails and walls are the same. So, I mean, I can maybe understand that from like a programming perspective, but still that seems like an oversight. So that was just something that I noticed. And given that I, wanted to change this up. And then, another thing that I noticed is that these right here, this particular roof right there is considered the same exact thing as this, right? So when I was trying to put this thing in here and I wanted to put in this little hole here, right? You'll see that it does allow you to place it there, right? But the problem is that it goes all the way through, right? And that's not quite what I wanted. And then I'll show you just doing it over here, if it will let me. So you can see that it does the same exact thing, even though this roof is obviously not as thin. So if you ever do plan on putting this through a roof like this, what you have to do first is to extend out like a normal thing first, like a normal platform, then place it, and then place the roof. So little things here and there that I noticed that you kind of have to do given the new systems. I'm sure these will be worked out eventually, as, they start looking through stuff. But yeah, so I'm going to have 4 of these. And then if I can make 300 copper up here, just on one half of the building, and then something like 300 iron over here on the other half, I mean, I think we're going to be doing pretty good as far as like making stuff. So then I may, I can't talk right now. What I may end up doing is redoing the stuff underneath, so that way the processing, or at least for the most part, is done up here for the basic stuff. So we won't need to do any more iron or copper down there because it'll be done up here. And the only thing we'd be doing down there is steel. At least I think that's how that's going to work. But if I can find some alternate recipes, and I did go out and find a couple more hard drives. So I did that kind of off camera as well. And let's see, that needs to go to here. Okay, so that's 4, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. All right, and then... And I'm using the Fix-It roofs as kind of like the side thing here, because like I was thinking of just, putting in like the normal straight down wall, but I thought that was kind of boring. So I wanted something a bit more unique, I guess. And then the other thing that I decided that I could do over here is that I can still go with that, but just replacing this like that. So that way it kind of, I don't know, I think it flows better. Plus I like the look of that kind of, you know, chilling on here the way that it is. Okay, so that is good to go, and then we're just going to repeat that whole process, and then yeah, and then that is moved with that to the middle, right? I think. I don't know. But yeah, I've just been kind of playing around with stuff and seeing what I can come up with. But for the most part, what we need to do, actually, hold on, is this 1, 2, 3? No, that is 4, it's just shadowed. Okay, good to go. So production, refinery, can I still make these? I can, good. Input over here on this side, and we're lining it up with the middle of all 4 of these things, because then I can build evenly outwards. If you would mind letting me stay up here. I'll throw that there. Okay, so now these roofs, because they act as foundations, you can actually place these things on top of the roof. However, if you were to place this with the angled walls, which are the exact same angle, because they're considered walls, it won't let you place the refinery. So just some interesting things that I've been noticing, and I've just, you know, been trying to run this thing through its paces, so you can see that there is some clipping that's going to occur, but you can see that these things go down to the roof. Now, if I were to go over here on this side and replace these, ooh, not that, sir. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. And then, okay, so I'm just gonna basically just replace this, if it will let me. No, how about down there? Good, good. Okay, now, because this is considered a wall, then as far as the refinery is concerned when I'm placing it, this is a cliff right here, right? And it can't reach all the way down to the bottom to the next one. And so what's going to end up happening is it's not going to let me place it. Wait, no, it is going to let me place it. Really? Huh. It didn't do that on the other side. It said that it was too steep. Weird. Okay, I mean, hey, if it works, right? But at least now I know. So, go back with this, throw the roofs back in. There we go, looks good. And then we're gonna take walls, these guys, throw those in. And yeah, so that'll be pretty much built the same as the other side. I need to run some railing up here for safety. Good to go. Okay, and then we'll set this up to do the pure iron ingots. So that takes 20 water, 35 ore, and it comes out with 65 iron ingots. So you multiply this out by 4. That's going to be 4 is 120 plus another 30 is 150. So 150 ore will give us 240, 260 ingots. And then we're going to be using up 80 water. So 80 is 160 water plus the 40 and 40 over there. So that's going to be 240 water out of the 600 that we're bringing over. So we'll have more than enough water to run all of these things up here. We'll have lots and lots of iron ingots left over, at least I'm hoping. Yeah, and if I need to, I could always build more stuff. I'm sure I could find some space for it. Build like another floor up there or something. Let's see, what else? I know there's a big thing that I did that I do want to show you. And how are these doing? Are you guys all fully charged and everything? You should be fully charged. Yeah, fully charged. Okay. So, you'll see this blue one here, so this is new. So this is 600 water coming over. Good to go. And then the other thing that I did that I spent probably more time than I would care to admit on is we now have lots and lots and lots of beacons. So all of these beacons are kind of set up where we have nodes. So iron, 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 all pure. Pure copper, pure limestone, pure limestone. This is why I like this as a starting area. And then that's the hub. So that's where that is. This is all kind of up on the mountains and stuff, so I can't really, see up there. And then we have copper and iron, so these are what I was using to make the original steel production. We've got some limestone that I'm not using currently. Then we have our coal, and coal, which I'm using to make the coal generators right here. I discovered that there were 2 more iron ore nodes up here. And then there was a wreck over here that I claimed. So that was one of the things that I did. And there's sulfur and there's limestone. We're picking up this sulfur. We are not picking up this limestone, although it does run right next to the platforms that I set out there. And then we have the plains starting area. And you can see that in most of this stuff, we've got very few normals. And there was this wreck here that I also claimed, so that was new. Pure coal here. There used to be 2 nodes here. Now it's just 1. So that's, I don't know, something, I guess. And let's see. And then we've got just lots and lots of... Let me see if I can just get in a little bit closer here. So iron. So these are like way far away from where you start, which is like over in here somewhere. So this is where you're going to start, where they have like the 3 normal iron nodes, which is good. Impure limestone, and then normal copper. So this is generally where people start with the plains biome. And then as you start building out, most people will build their factories in this big open space because there isn't really anything else there. And they've got some limestone, normal, impure, iron. There's a ton of iron right here, but it's like all like impure. This one is also impure. This is impure. All 4 of these are impure. These 2 are impure. And then these 2 copper things are also impure. So there's just a lot of bad stuff there. And then Caterium is on this island here. I did not mark it though, so I have to go back and get that. There's an alien artifact up on top of this thing here. I think there's another alien artifact here. And then if you kind of look through here, like you'll see that there's kind of like this little area that runs alongside of the cliff here, and then it kind of goes inwards. And then you'll see that it kind of continues off this way. So this is that big arch, right? So this thing kind of continues all the way through here. And then under the arch, there's like this big open area, but it's like down below everything. And then under everything, probably like in this area here, is a SAM ore mine. And I think you can get kind of sort of down into there from here, and this is blocked off by a bunch of boulders that you can just blow up. Then we have some limestone over here, some more normal iron here. These are normal iron, normal copper. So if you go to the edge, you can find some decent stuff. And then we've got some more iron, and then this is coal up here, followed by your sulfur over here. So this would be a really good place to do your gunpowder stuff. And this is just limestone in here. That's a wreck that I claimed a few episodes ago. I don't know, it was a while ago. And then I didn't go too much over in this area, but there's a lot more stuff under there. And then if you go into here next to this hole, there's a bunch of copper nodes, and I think they're all pretty much right here. And then I think there's also limestone around here somewhere. But this is like just one huge like ramp going down. And then we get back over into this area here, and that's just kind of what I showed you already. And then this is the huge hole that is kind of not quite in the middle of the map, but nearly in the middle of the map. So as you can see there, it's not quite in the middle. This is more like the middle right here, but yeah. So I went through pretty much all over here except for the Caterium that I missed. That's pretty much all the nodes that are in here, and you can see just by how congested this is. There's a lot of stuff in the plains biome, but the problem is a lot of it is impure. So you're not going to be getting as much out of it even if you overclock all of your miners. So I don't know. It is what it is. And then over here in this area is the 3 coal nodes. And then over here, I think in here, is 2 sulfur nodes. You go up into here, and you've got some quartz, I think here. And then this area in here is another good starting zone. Over in here is the 4 coal that's kind of chilling over there, along with quartz in a cave. And then I've got this whole area, and I think there's at least 1 crash in here that I could potentially find. yeah, and then this is the desert starting area, so I'll be marking all of those eventually as well. But for now, there was something that I wanted to do, and I forgot what it was. Yeah, that happens to me probably more often than I would care to admit. I know I want to do some building, and I know that I've got some motors in here, and I think we're too short. Okay. So let me just make some more motors real quick. Let's see, rotors. Take 2 of these guys. Take 2 of these guys. And then we'll just kind of throw this into here. And then we'll throw this into there. And then those can go and make me some motors, which I would very much appreciate. Okay, so we have a lot more room, I think, on this side. I mean, granted, I haven't built that over yet, so maybe we don't have as much room as I thought. But we'll have some room to do some additional stuff like this. And then the other thing that I want to do is once we get kind of up to that level is we're going to build another floor out, and then we're going to start building up even higher. So if you just do a quick Google search on Maniforge, at least I think that's what it is. Let me just do this search myself. Of course, I use DuckDuckGo, but you know what I mean. Maniforge. And then you go in there and you look at pictures. So I kind of want it to look generally like this. So you've got like the tubes coming out, and I'm assuming that you guys are looking at a picture of this as I'm speaking. So I want like the tubes coming out, and I want it to look like it's glass, and then I want to put some sort of lighting effects in there if I can. I don't think we have anything like a timer to like turn lights on and off, like to make them blink or whatever. I don't think we have that. But if I did have that, I could make use of some interesting mechanics and make it look like the lights are flowing in one direction. So that would be kind of cool to do. But basically, you've got a wide base, and then it kind of goes in a little bit, which is basically the little bit that it's going in is going to be like this part here. And then it goes up really tall, and then it kind of goes up to the middle. And then in the middle there, you've got kind of like a glass-looking spire type thing. So I have some ideas about that. And the thought is, once I get it up to that spire, I'm going to see if I can make it all glass, if I can. And then I want to put in a bunch of the liquid storage in there. And then, like when I say like a lot of them, I mean like a lot of them, like a lot of these, right? So you can see them from a distance, and I'm talking like 8 levels of it at least, and then all encased by glass. And then we'll store like, I don't know, like water or something in there. And then with all the tubes going to and fro and wherever else they go, then we can have like very, very, very high head pressure because it's up really, really high. And then as I go down to anywhere, I shouldn't need to use any pumps other than just to get the water up on top. And that's kind of the idea that I've got. And then we've got like spires like every once in a while. So the spires aren't going to be the maniforges, and I'm not actually going to call them maniforges. I'm just going to call them bases. But the spires are just going to be kind of like the vertical sections of the piping that feeds the maniforges, you know. It's kind of what I'm going for with that whole thing. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea. So we can still go up quite a ways with this base and build even more stuff. I don't know how much of it I'm actually going to build, or if I'm just going to kind of like build the frame and say, hey, this is what I got, and then if I need it like in the future, I can always build more stuff there. But the other thing that I want to start doing is unlocking the jetpack, which is the final thing in tiers 5 and 6. And then I've got plastic and I've got rubber, so I just need to package some fuel. So I can actually do that relatively easily. So I need 50 50 empty canisters, that takes 2, so it's gonna, oh. Okay, so then to make 50, I'm gonna need 25 plastic. Okay. So I can do that in a constructor, I believe. Yeah, we'll just throw that there for now. Plug that into there. Make me some canisters, and then we'll split this off. Oops, that was supposed to be 25. Of course, it needs an even number of plastics, so I'm gonna have to make that 26. So then we'll split that off, we'll throw that into there, and that should make me 52 canisters, which is pretty much everything that I need for the fuel. So while that is doing that, we're gonna head up to the second level where I've got all the fuel, and we're just gonna kind of tap off of that real quick, throw it into, yeah, I can put it over here, I think. That's gonna need packager. Yeah, this thing. We can fit that in there. Looks pretty good right there, right? Okay, and then we can run this thing off into here. And then we're gonna have you make packaged fuel. And of course I need to power it as well. So that's got the power thing up on top here. So can we run it through, it's gonna clip. I don't like that it's gonna clip. Huh. So I mean I could run it out to here and then run it back. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So then I can just fill that up with canisters. Oh my god, do not fall. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just jump down to here. Like, it'll be fine, right? And then it's like, oh. There's an ocean down there. Oh my god, okay. Must be careful. And actually, now that I think about it, I could probably split off the other 31 here. And then we'll just throw those in there, just to make more canisters. Because once I have the jetpack, I'm gonna need the jet fuel in order to fill it, right? Pretty sure that doesn't run off of biofuel, so... So then all we need to do is take this guy, throw those into there, and then we are now making packaged fuel. So good to go. And then I just need to get 50 of these, and then I'm gonna go down there and grab the rest of those canisters. My god, I keep doing it, I need to stop doing it. Jumping around too much. I'm too used to jumping around. I can't do that up here. Well, I mean, I can. For the most part, I just got to be careful where I do it. Is it almost done? And the drink of this video is fruit punch. It's basically flavored sugar water, so not the best for me, I'm sure, but you know, it's probably better for me than soda. All right, so that can go into there. We have 42 fuel. 46, 48, and 50. Thank you. All right, so with this, we should be able to, if I can figure out how to get out of here. Okay. Okay, so now we can head down here, get her going, and then I've got everything, right? Yeah, motors, good. Plastic, good. Rubber, good. Fuel, good. Okay. Yeah, we're good. And then I need to start working on the phase 3 parts, because then we can start unlocking all the fun stuff. And then we're going to be getting a lot more alternative recipes because we'll be in the higher phase of things. So that'll make things interesting, because there are going to be some things that we can only make in the mixer machines. I forgot what they're called. But it basically allows you to mix multiple liquids and solids together. You know the thing. And I'll be able to make like lots and lots of cool stuff with that. And I think there's going to be some really interesting alternate recipes in there as well. So that'll be something to look forward to. There we go. So there's the jetpack. Not that I really need it, but you know. And then as far as that goes, everything is unlocked. So I need to start working on those too. Oh hey, inflated pocket dimension. Nice. So I have even more space for things. Good. I could probably grab this stuff, or do I want to leave some of it here? We'll just deposit it here. I'm not really too worried about it. But yeah, you can tell it killed a lot more little critters around. So, yeah. And then I got some more mycelia, which is good. And then, let's see, leaves. We can just get rid of those. And did I pick up any wood? I don't think I picked up any wood. Yep, nope, okay. Good to go. So then the next thing that I need to look into is those things. So now I think because we're going to need a lot of these parts and pieces, I did get a comment. I will actually look up the comment. Let's see, where was it? Yeah, from NCC Herrick. Talked about making item-specific construction lines. So I left a message on there saying that, yeah, I get it. I will be doing that later, but like the purpose of this beginning base is just to get a little of all the parts. So that's kind of, I don't know, kind of what I was going for there. But for the space elevator parts, I think that would actually be probably a decent idea. And then I did come across another alternate recipe. I don't think I picked it though, for an alternate to the smart plating. So I may end up doing that. But, I mean, I've got to get a lot of stuff kind of moving and grooving first. And then, I don't know, there's a lot of setup. A lot of setup that I have to do. And then if you want to know how I did the little bar, you can't really see it because that's in the way, but this little bar thing, it's not hard actually. It really isn't. But the thing is that if you do place, let me just throw this in here real quick. So if we go across here, and we go up to there, and then we go across to here or whatever, this will not let you place the power, not those, power plugs on here. Oh, it does. What am I talking about then? I don't know, just ignore me. Just ignore me. It's like, I swear to God, like things have changed in like the last like half hour of playing. Because I remember when I was doing this one, like it wouldn't let me place the plugs on there, so I had to like build walls up first and then place the plugs on the wall and then build these things behind it. And now it's just working. I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to do that just to get an idea of how high up we have to go. And then this guy can go into... Sir, can you change directions for me? No, you don't want to change directions. And like rolling, doing the rolly thing doesn't let you switch it around. So let me, okay. You were doing it before, why don't you want to work now? You guys are probably confused right now. Apologize. But when I was doing this before, like it would go this way and then you could, there we go. So now it can change. So you see how it changes, like the orientation? So I wanted it to go this way up to the top there. And then do the same thing over here, but it's like it's not, oh, and now that one's just doing it because it's, okay. Just ignore me. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, obviously. Okay, and then we just need these little beam connector things up there to hide the little connections, and that'll be good. So many things are just changing on me. Okay, so that can go there. Sir. Okay, so that kind of goes there, roughly. That kind of goes there. And then this one kind of goes. It's nice that the space elevator is there because that gives me a nice straight line down. Okay. And then we can do that. And then this kind of acts like a power bus. Kind of cool, actually. And then also, where did I have the power set up over here? Okay, so it's like in, but then on top of that. Okay, good to go. So basically right there. And then that can go over to here, and then we'll get that plugged in eventually, and then that can go there. This can go here. Okay. And just make sure that all of these are set to the pure ingots. Okay. Now, here's a question. I think I already ran the numbers on this, but I think when you compare so these alloys here, right? So this takes 20 iron, it comes out with 50 iron, right? So 20 iron ore to 50 iron bars, 35 iron ore to 65 iron bars, right? So this is a little under 50%, and by 50% I mean like, so if this was 32.5 to 65, that would be a 1 to 2 ratio, right? So 50%, 1 over 2, you know what I mean, right? And then you take this one over here, and then this one is a 20 over 50, which is 2/5, which is like a 40% ratio for iron, right? So this one obviously is more efficient because you get more iron out of it, but that's only efficient when you're considering the iron ore. The fact that you have to add in extra stuff here is kind of the difference. So this would be 40 ore total to 50, so that would be like an 80% conversion rate, whereas this just takes water. So then when you compare 80 to, this is going to be like 55 or something percent, 55% is better. You want the lower number because then that means you're getting a better conversion, I guess, out of it. And then the only difference is that this takes water. So you have to supply the water, you know, whatever, but you get a lot more out of this than you would out of this. So for instance, if you were to take all of the stuff in here and use those same conversion rates there. Let me see if I can do this in my head. 20, I mean, figuring it out in my head and then writing it on here to figure it out. Times 2/5, or is it 5 over 2, I think? Yeah, so that would be a 20 to 50 ratio is kind of what that would be, right? Wait, is that? No, hang on. Okay, so 1.85, 35 over 65 is 0.53. So that's close. I said 55%, it's 54%-ish. Okay, so then 54% conversion ratio on that would be, that was 20, right? So 20 times, and that's 54, right? So 100 over 54. So yeah, so that would be, you'd get 37 iron bars out of this if you had the same conversion efficiency as this, with specifically the iron ore. So once again, this looks like it's better because you get more iron ingot out of it, but the difference is that it also costs copper. So I think overall, efficiency-wise, this is the best option. If you've got it, use it. Now, some might argue that there's so much iron and copper ore nodes in the world that it doesn't really matter that you're this efficient, but if you're like me and you want to do the most you can with the least amount of effort possible, because once again, that's the nature of efficiency, I guess. Oh, and another thing that I got just recently. Gate, hole, wall. That's just a hole, but I want the actual gate. Wait, does this come with a gate or no? Or is that just the hole? I think that's just the hole. I mean, yes, I would definitely put that there if I wanted to, but then I could also do the gate in here and... Nah. I mean, cool, but nah. I'm definitely gonna go with this instead. So I unlocked that as well. So we've got almost everything unlocked. And then I want to change the color on these. Okay, good to go. And now that looks more like, you know, it looks proper, I guess. Okay, I've been doing a lot of talking and not a lot of actual stuff. So we've got that. We want to do the same thing on the other side. So let's see. And then how wide is that? Is that 4 or 5 blocks wide? And also, you don't need to be there anymore. You don't need to be there anymore. Okay, roofs. Good to go. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good to go. So then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll run that. And then I still have to figure out what I want to do like with this area. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do in there yet, but I will do something. I just don't know yet. Throw some light on so everyone can see, although it is daytime out, so you should be able to see relatively well anyways. Okay, so also, did we did. And I ran out? Yes, okay. Grab some more concrete as well. Good to go. And then should I make the rocket pack, jetpack thing? I probably should, right? Let's see, we need jetpack. So circuit boards and plastic. I've got plenty of circuit boards. Did I say 20 circuit boards? I don't remember. We've got a lot. Like a lot. Like way more than what we actually need. And then for plastic, I can just go and grab some from over here. And then once again, whenever you're entering these things on a flat plane, always slide jump into them because it'll get you up to max speed faster. And then I also want to look into getting the glass roofs. What is the correct plural? Is it R-O-O-V-E-S or R-O-O-F-S? I don't know. And then what I decided to do with the pumps over here is I actually ran the little plugs on this side of the wall too. And then because that's the first one up there, I just kind of connected it directly across to that one. So then it goes from there to that one and then down and then to connect. So that's how that's powered. I still have to do something with all of this. And that is already coming up there, but I need to actually run. One thing I can do over here. Now this is where I did want the gate. And let's see, we want this to go that way or that way. I think this way. Right? Yeah. So that's how we want that to go. And then we got some plastic in here. Good to go. This stuff don't need. Yeah. That works out quite nicely, I think. And then I did make some progress in getting these things hooked up. So you can see I did make it up a decent way up there, but not quite all the way up there. And then I've still got some of these things that need to be taken out. And then once we have diagonal walls, then I'll build those up as well. And then this will be nice and enclosed, which will be good. Yeah, that looks okay from there. All right. I feel like the Jeopardy song should be playing right now. What do you think? Let's see. We're at 42 minutes in the video. Okay. So we have those coming up, and that's water. We actually don't need that. Hang on, let me just sir, you just we're here, right? Okay, so let me just collect whatever's left over here. This is like enough water to like last you a while. Okay, and then we've got the polymer resin, which is what we actually want to bring up. So we'll take that. We might as well just get rid of that. But that water right there is enough to last you several months. Okay. So what we want to do with this then is to run this kind of over here. And then I'm sure there's a better way that we can do this. So what if we did that, right? We run it up the same level as a wall. Okay, and it does let me do this. Okay, so we go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so then I only need to go up 3. 2 and 3. And then if we have these going through here, then we don't have the walls every once in a while. So I think that'll actually make things work out a bit better. And then I still have to fit everything into here, so that's going to be fun. I don't know if I'm going to be using these, and I don't know if I want to keep that there. So if we do it like that, then we've got plenty of room, right? So let's see, how do we want to do this? Because let's say that I want to bring up multiple things. If I do this, 2 and 3. How is that going to look? That is basically inside the pipe, which we don't like. Okay, so if we take it off of this side, and we decide to put it on this side instead, Then we're kind of in the way of this, but this can always move. And then actually an interesting place to put it would actually be over here. So we'll have like the entrance here. And then we'll run this back. Let's see, so that's gonna be 1, 2. And then we can run the hypertube from here into here and then into there. And then we can have the entrance be here. Then power that. Yeah, and then we've got room for stuff. Okay. So now, if we run this over to here, and then how do we want to split this up? Okay, hang on. If I did this 2 meters, and then I did this at 1 meter. Or wait, no. Let's not do it like that. We'll do, let's see, this thing. Yes? Oh, that's way too tall. But maybe this will work. Okay, so then that goes out to here. That goes over to here. And then we have a little bit of clipping, which I'm not completely mad at. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst thing in the world either. And then we need to run this over to here. Okay, and then let's see, so then we want to go with this. So, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so I can just line it up with these things then. That'll make that easier. And then we'll run this up 3 meters. And then I might go with this method. Oh, and we need steel beams. And then it would be faster to take the hypertube. Okay. All right, pieces and parts. And this place is slowly getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I freaking love it. Oh, really? Can we not go down, sir? Okay, so these things, yes, yes. I don't think I need that much of it, but we'll grab it anyways. Right, and then I grab the plastic as well, so I should be able to make the jetpack. I can actually make 3 jetpacks, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so there is our jetpack. In case we need it, it is there. And then I've got jet fuel, or fuel, package fuel, whatever you want to call it, up there. So I should be able to fly around now if I so chose. Alright, so let's hop back over here and then continue running these things so I can get the residue over. Is it residue? What do they call it? Plastic something something, right? No. Is it? No. It's not plastic because we haven't made it into plastic yet. Polymer Resin. That's what it is. Okay. And then, let's see. We need to do logistics, this thing. And then I know that I'm not going to have enough of the encased steel beams to do this belt all the way through, so we're just going to go one way with all of the things, and then we'll go the other way once we get back there and we can restock. Yeah, then we'll just grab more stuff. This is not the most exciting thing in the world, let me tell you. It's not the worst in the world, though, either. And then I'm probably going to end up moving the hypertube as well. I don't know where I'm going to move it to. I might do it in the middle under here and then throw the, what do they call it? These things, the catwalks, and I'll do that kind of one block up, and then the hypertube will kind of run underneath it. At least that's kind of my thought. We'll see how it goes. Okay, now we can get some more of those encased industrial beams. And I'm gonna need a lot of them, so 2, 3, 4, 500 should hopefully be enough. Alright, so what we're gonna do now is run these things. I'm gonna grab some more iron rods as long as I've got them. Or as long as I'm over here anyways. B, there we go. So I think the hypertube went back to turning off my light, even though it had sort of fixed itself the last time I played. So I'm not sure what's going on with that exactly. It's weird. Okay. And more conveyor wall mounts. The things I do for plastic. All right. And I think the polymer resin has to be mixed with water in order to make either the plastic or the rubber. So I don't know if I'm gonna have enough water with just the single pipe that I've brought over. So I might have to fill up another pipe and bring that over as well. Which means then I have to do more pumps. Ugh. Okay, so now you can go from here. that was a terrible jump. Did I actually make that? Okay, good. Now, I don't think this will actually connect. Yeah, this won't actually connect to the other ones because it's exactly at its limit as far as length goes. So, I mean, I don't think it would let me connect or miss the connection here anyways. So, I guess if it tells me that I did it, then I will assume that I did it. And that speeds things up a little bit, which is always good. Okay, so there are all of the things. And I actually got it done faster than the belt can carry this stuff, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so polymer resin. What do we need to do with that? I think that goes into an assembler. Does it not? Oh, no, that would have to go into a refinery, right? Floor is too steep. Overlapping other clearance. Okay. So let's see. What? Nope, that's not it. Okay. Residual. There it is. The residual stuff. Okay, so residual plastic. So it takes 2 water and a bunch of that stuff. So 60 of that and 20 of that. That's not bad. It makes 20 plastic per minute. So that's a 3-to-1 ratio. And then if we look at the rubber, that's a 2-to-1 ratio. So the rubber is more efficient, but it does use more water. And then what are the other methods for making plastic? This is straight oil to plastic. Gives me heavy oil residue. And this recycled one is rubber and fuel. Okay. And then I can make residual fuel with the heavy oil residue. So let me see if I can just kind of run this out, right? So let's say that I go with the straight residual stuff, right? So crude oil to heavy oil residue. So that's 40 per minute, right? So that's 30 oils, what we're starting with. We get that. And then if we make the residual fuel, that is 60 of that to 40 fuel. So 40, 60. So then we're down to, no, we're using 40 fuel, 40 oil to make 40 fuel. Okay. Hold on. I lost it. It was the one with the fuel. Oh, wait, no, that was the right one. Okay. So then that is, but then you have to make the rubber or the fuel, so. I don't know. I'm sure that there's some process in here that's like super, super efficient. But I'm not too worried about it right now. Yeah, I really don't care that much. Maybe I will later on, but for now, I don't care. And then I did get the wet concrete, so that'll be good. Makes 80 concrete per minute, but it does use a ton of water. But this is a, let's see, 3-to-2 ratio, right? Whereas if you go with just the normal way of making concrete with a constructor, and you look at this one, that's a 3-to-1, right? So this is far more inefficient than this is. And then all you gotta do is just add water. So, I don't know, it's a thing. But, let's epoxy. So we've got this. We need to mix that with water coming through on there, but then all of these things are also going to be using water. And then I'm going to have to pump some of the water up above, which is probably where we're going to do our oil stuff. Actually, let me just kind of plan out what we're going to be doing up here, because I feel like that would be a good thing to do. So one, we need a way to get up on top of here. So let me just go with something a little crazy here, because we always like crazy here, obviously. So we're gonna go with that. So rail going around. And then we're gonna go with some stairs going up. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So these stairs are basically gonna be running into each other. And then let's see, we need stairs. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 is not going to work. So we'll go up 2. Okay. And then we need... Actually, hang on. Let me go with this across here. And then we can go up this way. No, we can't go up that way. Okay. So then that's going to have to come off, and then we're going to need these things here instead. Like that. And then, I mean, I really wish this would go up to like a single. And then that can go up to wherever we need to go. Which is probably way too high for that. Or we keep this and we run it out like this, and then we run up the sides here. And then we can kind of have our own like little individualized way up. And then I think that puts us even with that. Yes, it does. Good to go. And then foundations, we can run that out that way. At least to here. Okay. And then we can run this guy out to here. And this will be like that. Actually, we're going to need this one here like that as well. And then we run these foundations out this way and out this way. And then we need to run this railing here, and here, and here, and here. Okay, so now we can go from here down to here, either way. We can go this way. It also provides us like a little bridge going across, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I think that'll work. And then we need to work on the walls up here, which I think I want to use these again. Something like that anyways. And then we can run rails along here so I don't fall off, which I could probably do right now. And I've got plenty of iron rods, so that'll be good. Okay. And then I can step on this. This is not the right color. This color? So that kind of, it's not quite the right color either. Do we have like a darker gray? Like maybe this gray? No, it's more like a blue gray. I mean, it's either, hang on. So it's either this light to that or that to that. And I think I like that color better. So we'll go like that. These things are very loud. But yeah, so we got the smokestacks kind of sticking up through the roof, which I think is a nice look. And then okay, so we can cover up almost all of this, but because we've got that skylight there and because that is left there, we are going to be leaving a central section open. And I think I'm going to make that like a 3 wide section. So we'll go over here, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And then, let's see, we want this to go, yeah, probably to here as well. Okay. And then in this central area, we're going to run some of this. Okay, so now we leave a half block outside of the glass areas. So like the edge of this is halfway to that block right there, which means that it is from the middle here, half block to get to the windows, and then same thing over here, half block to get from here to the windows. And then let's see what we can do here. So we kind of want to do the same thing here. So then we will run this out that way. And let's see, so not here, but here. We'll run that over. Actually, that's going to be where the roof is going to go. Okay. I am okay with that. So, let's get some roof in here, eh? Okay, so that puts us pretty much right there, good to go. All right, and then we want to go over here, throw that in there, and then we want to grab this guy, run him over to here, and then here, and then here. Then this gets a corner piece, this gets a flat piece, and we call that good. So then we're keeping like our half block spacing around pretty much all the areas that have light, or that have glass anyways. So that way when we do have the sun coming through, we can still get the sun going down into there, but then we also give ourselves a lot of room for a factory up here. So that will hopefully work out nicely. I'd say it's pretty easy to get around here too. A little bit of jumping involved, but you know, it's not terrible. We'll grab some more concrete. Yeah, kind of okay with this actually. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See if I can get this to work. I mean, I could probably just run this out to there. Oh, hey, that actually came out to be exactly 10. That makes this a lot easier. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna have a lot of space up here, I think. Like a lot of space up here. And then let me throw these walls on here, or roofs. Oh no, we're off by 1. Shit. Okay, so all of you can come out. Okay, so is that better? I think it's better. I think we might have gone out too far. Okay, good to go. And then we can run this out over to here. Okay, so that's that. And then we can run the frame walls all the way over here. All right, and then over here, let's see, this can go that way. I don't know how far over it's got to go though, so looks like to here. I think that's correct anyways. And I ran out of stuff. Okay. I think progress is being made. All right, and then we need this guy to go this way. All right, let's see, how much of that do I have? Maybe that's enough, maybe it's not enough, I don't know. We will find out. I have a feeling it's not going to be enough to go all the way around. It'll make it most of the way around, which is always good. Okay, so this is basically the footprint of what we've got going on up here. It's a lot of space. And then we're also going to be building kind of in levels up here as well. So we'll see how I want to do this. I'm thinking I do refineries towards the edge with the smokestacks pointed outwards. And then we kind of go in a little bit and move up, and then maybe go in a little bit, move up. I don't know. Something like that. Let's see. I'm going to need some more of these. Thank you. All right. But yeah, this thing is definitely getting a lot bigger. And then we need to finish this over here as well. All right, so you can go there. You can go just there, apparently. And then this can go over to here. This can get replaced with this. Okay, so there's that. And then to finish the railing over here. Good. Okay, so there we go. That is what this is gonna kind of sort of look like. And then we're gonna have, like I said, refineries pretty much going all along the roof here. So that's gonna look pretty amazing if I do say so myself. Let's see, then for the walls, we want to put in these little corner pieces everywhere we can. And then to place this last one, because it won't let me place it off of here in any meaningful way anyways. So as you can see, it places it in the space that we would normally put the inverted triangle. So And that's that. And then customizer, this color. Did I go with the lighter or the darker? I think I went with the darker. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. I mean, it's kind of like too much of a blue. And I could always edit the color if I really, really wanted to, but I don't know, I just feel like it's got too much blue in it. Let me see what I can do. Edit. I have no idea. Less blue. Actually, hang on. If I did, no, that's way too blue. So we basically want to take all of the, what is that, saturation? Take all that out so we don't get any color, it's just black and white. And then we'll see what that looks like. It's better. Still not quite an exact match, but it's a lot closer. And then I think the way that these work is that anything that you have set to this particular color, if you edit this, it'll change everything that currently has that particular preset on there. And then programmatically, that's actually pretty easy to do. You just add another attribute onto whatever the object is, and you put in like swatch number, right? And then you will store these colors in a table. And then on that little attribute that you add to each element or whatever, you just put in the number, and then you do a quick lookup. So whenever the processor goes in to process the color on it, it'll look at that attribute, figure out what number it is, go to the table, figure out what color it is, and then take that color and apply it. So really easy to do. And then I also noticed that they went with 0 to 15 here, and then also with one custom. So, and then I think these are defaults. So my guess is that you've got a 0 and then 1 through 15. So then that would take up a total of 4 binary digits. So that would be like a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, etc. So, sorry. Yeah, I mean, pretty easy to do programmatically. So, meh. I mean, it's an easy fix, and plus it gives people color, so it's all good, right? All right, so now I get to figure out how to run all of this stuff. Okay, so I suppose first thing we should do is put in all of these things, right? And then also, don't need you there, but I do need you. Okay. And then that definitely needs to be soup. Whenever I say soup, I think of like the Italian word for soup. I don't know why. And then if I can get it on there. There we go. And then that. And then that. And then we go with the normal walls. Okay, and then I think this has to go out 4 blocks, which will put it right at the edge of this. Not sure how I feel about that exactly, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And then I could always do what I did over there on the other side and then leave like the centerpiece out. And then center is what, here? Yeah. So then we'll go out to here. And then we'll replace these guys. So one of these is going to be this. I think that's correct. And then we need this guy. No, this guy. That can go there. That can go there. And then we'll put on this little corner piece. And yeah, that should be good. And then we'll probably have to replace these two just to make it look right on the bottom. So and then we'll grab this guy. I think that's how that's gonna have to go. And then I need to see under this guy. So basically I'm looking at the corner underneath. So I'm looking at just under this corner here. And then if you take a look at how this goes in there, so you see how you can see something under there, but you rotate it and now you can't. And then you rotate it again and then you can, right? So 3 sides you're gonna be able to see something, on the 4th side you won't, and it's that 4th one that you want. And that looks pretty decent under here, so I'm pretty happy. Oh hey, there's stairs right there. And then that actually works with the windows too, which is nice. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think this will work out pretty nicely. And then I just got to run the railing. That'll be pretty easy. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll run this out this way. So if you remember from either the last video or the one before it, with the fuel that we're currently producing, we can run 33 1/3 fuel generators. So we're not even going to have enough room for all of that here. So I'm thinking if that's what, like 5, well no, we might be able to actually. Because if we can put 10 over here, and then that's going to be what, like 8 over there. One, 2, 3. Oh, no, so that's going to be, so 6 over here on this side. 6 on that side, so that's 12, and then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this 5th one is actually in the middle. So then we can do 9, 9, 6, and 6, which is 18 and 12, which is 30. So we're going to have just a very tiny amount of fuel left over, and this entire thing going all the way around is going to be just full of fuel generators, which is going to be ridiculous. So, and then 30 times 150 is 4,500 gigawatts. 30 times 150. 30 times 150. Sir. 30 times 150. Yeah. So it's 4.5 gigawatts or gigawatts, however you want to pronounce it. And then we'll have 2 huge things of storage for the fuel. So we'll have 2 here, and then we'll have 2 on the other side. And yeah, it'll be good. I'm not sure how I feel about that kind of just hanging off there. I feel like it should have like more structural support. But I mean, we'll leave it for now. It's fine. And then that's gonna take us to that edge. Oh my god, that's gonna work out perfectly. You would be surprised at how often things just work. Like when I'm not even like trying to get it to work. So for instance, right, like we had this go off over there and then go up. Or go up this way anyways. But if we change this around a little bit, let's see, it's going to be in here. Okay, sir. No, we need the stairs. There we go. So 1, 2. And then we go over here and we do the same thing, right? One, 2. And then we can actually leave this open, so that'll be a good way to get up onto the roof here if we need to. And then over here we can go there. And then this is the part that's going to work out perfectly. Oh, almost perfectly. Very, very close to perfectly. But it goes right to the edge of the railing there, which is kind of outstanding. So then all we need to do here, take this, replace it with a, no, we don't even need a corner. We need this guy facing towards me. And then we need the corner. And then we need this guy to go there. And then we need just a flat here. Place too many right there. Okay, good to go. So now we can just walk over here. And we'll just do the same thing over here. That's already there. Good to go. That's got to go out as well. And that's got to go out as well. All right. So that can go there. And then we need the corner. And then we need the bridge. There we go. So yeah, not quite perfectly, but I mean that's pretty damn good if I say so myself. Plus it looks nice, you know. We can get down here if we need to. And then the only other thing would be getting down to there. But I think I might actually just kind of block that off. And that's like a purely decorative type thing, right? And then and I've got room over here for stuff. Actually, I'm gonna have to run pipe through here. But that can go through the railing, so I'm not really too worried about that. But until I have it built, I'm gonna remove the railing and then we'll just kind of see what we got going on. But yeah, so there we go. So that is this floor pretty much figured out. So we're gonna have 4 refineries, and then we go over here to this side, 4 refineries, 4 refineries. I could probably continue building these things, right? As long as I'm sitting here waiting. All right, that was not the right place to put that. And then we need a roof to go there. Okay. And then, nope, we need the other hex window. There we go. So you can go there, and then we need you to go here. And then we color this, and I think this is when we were using the lighter color. I think. But yeah, so now we've got this room up here for the refinery as well. We've got kind of like our central kind of area, and then we're just kind of building around the outside of it. And that could be filled in over there as well as the corner over there, but I'm not really too worried about that yet. This looks pretty decent, I would say, and then plus we've got more room for stuff out here. So this could be like just the manual area where we can just put like a manufacturer, like a couple of assemblers, a few constructors, you know, stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're making some pretty good progress. Okay, so I need to build another 4 refineries, and I don't think I have the parts for it. Okay, definitely need more motors, which might have already been made. Yep. And then we'll load those back up. So another 200 rotors, 200 stators. Okay, so you get that and that. You get that and that. All right, so now we have all of those things, and now we just need some copper sheets. Okay, so that'll be good there. Check our tickets. 2 more tickets, very nice. All right, so I got 4 tickets. I think to get the next interesting thing, it's gonna cost 5. So I'll just wait a little bit. And then also, what are we getting for points per minute at the moment? 10,000. Okay. Not gonna argue about that. It seems to be pretty decent. I do want to put in the railing over here, though. Safety first. Or as Micro would say, safety third. Whoa, 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 whoa. These are not in line. How did that happen? It's just weird. Frame wall. Did it place that on top of these walls? Is that kind of how that worked? I mean, I suppose that would kind of make sense, maybe. Yeah, now the railing is like on the outside of these things. It's fine. I don't care. All right, so let's get these things built. So let's see, refinery, input, and then in the middle and in the half. Okay. And that can go there. That can go there. There we go. So that'll be good for that. Take some of these things, throw them over here. All right. I think we're okay. Now I'm gonna have a decent amount of room back here. So this might actually be a good place to make computers. Like make something a bit more official than just my little, I don't even know what you want to call that. I'm going to end up having a lot of stuff, aren't I? Okay. Okay. And then I have to build up a shit ton more batteries over here, along with putting in railing. So let me get that in here. There we go. Okay. I think we are making some decent progress here. Now, how much extra crap did I pick up? Looks like a lot. And is that sunlight or is that the light? No, that's sunlight. No, that's these lights. They're on, but they don't look like they're on. That's weird. Well, whatever. I mean, as long as I'm getting light down here. Okay, so that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go, and that can go. Let's see if that can go. We'll keep the plastic, keep the rubber. We have a lot of circuit boards here, but those aren't exactly cheap to make, so we'll keep those. Oh, man. And I have a ton of those. Holy crap. And I think I'm full on all of these as well. Reinforced plates. Yeah, that's all full. So resource sinks if you're hungry. Gonna have a lot of food for you. 800 of them, actually. It's a lot. Alright, and then we'll watch this thing shoot way the hell up. 20,000 points per minute. And then if we're moving 450 of those things and I moved over 800, that's 2 minutes. That's about 40,000 points I'll get out of that. Maybe. Which is not bad. Okay. But I mean, it's still light out, so why are the lights on? It's weird. Are these lights on? These lights are not on. But these lights are on. Even though it doesn't show that they're on. Okay. I mean, I could always like adjust their behavior and then turn the night mode off just so the lights are always on. That might be something to do. Maybe. Because I mean, I like having this lit up. Like, that's nice. So yeah, so let me just reset those real quick. So we'll throw in a light control panel. Then we'll disconnect from there. Connect that into there. Connect that into there. And then we'll turn night mode off. And the intensity, go down to 75. And the warm color, so this is a custom color, it doesn't come in there normally, so that is what I want. And then we can get rid of this, and then reconnect that into there. And then we get the nice warm color. And then I could probably redo this one as well. And the lights will remember like what you have it set at, which is kind of cool. So you don't need to keep these light things all over the place. But each time you reconnect one of these to there, it will reset. but as long as I do that, and actually, shouldn't you be on right now, sir? That goes to there and to there. Okay. Now are we working? All right, let's try this one more time. 75. That. Closing out. Good. Okay. And then we go from here to there. And then it keeps the same color settings. And then we'll do the same thing over here. First we need to disconnect. And then this goes into the light side, this goes into the power side. And then, let's see, so this will be 75. There we go. And then we reconnect into here. And there we go. So now they should stay on 100% of the time. And it'll be nice and bright in here. Now, I don't know why these are kind of glitched out, but I should probably fix these ones too. Okay, so then I think this is the power. Is that not the power? That was the power. So yeah, these things are kind of glitched on right now, which, you know, I'm not mad about, but it's just a little weird. Okay, why would you even put a plug there, sir? I want you to go to here. I want you to go to here. Okay. Okay, so now the lights are showing that they're on, and they're actually lighting up the area as if they're on, so that is now working correctly, although, do I want it to come off of this or do I want it to come off of that? And we'll run it off of this. There we go. Okay, good to go. So now we have all kinds of lights in here. And yeah, and then we can definitely see through here a lot better than we could when it was just reflecting off of the sky. So now you can see that we've got kind of all four lines filling up with stuff, which is nice. So there went something on the fourth line, another thing on the fourth line. But yeah, progress. And this area is just like bright. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this actually. Okay, so we are at 1 hour and 49 minutes. So let's see, what else can we do? We can set up the other side over here for the other copper. Okay. And I think that's set to go here. Oh, this is going to be not working out so well with the door there. Let's see, how does this look over here? I mean, it's fine. Like, I can work with this. But I am going to have to get rid of that door in there. And then we'll just have that be like the main entrance in and out. So that will then go, and then this can get replaced with a wall. And then I definitely want to replace this with this guy. Yeah. Then we'll do the same thing over here. Just looks better, in my opinion, than that. I mean, like, that was fine, but now that I actually have this, I mean, this just makes more sense to use. Because you get, like, the edge kind of around the whole thing. So it's like it actually uses up this whole space instead of just like the top of the space. So I think that'll work. All right, so we want to go into Customizer and then the lighter gray. And that can go into there and there. And then like this whole thing in here could probably change colors. Okay, and then we'll keep that gray there. And then for the stuff, for the machines in here, I am going to make them a different color to just kind of add like a little splash of color, you know what I mean? So that way everything's not all a dull, dreary gray. Not that there's anything wrong with dull, dreary, and gray. It's actually my preferred weather, but... There we go. That can go there, that can go there. Okay, so that should be everything, right? Oh, no, missed some stuff. Do you remember when you used to have to like paint everything? Like using the paint gun? Now we don't have to anymore. It's so nice. Okay. So let's see. So we have this red. And that red is not really a red. So we're going to go into the red and we're going to edit the red and make it more red. So you're going to be more of a red. That's like a very, very deep red. Okay, so now, red. Oh, I didn't save it. Dang it. Okay, here. No. Work with me here. Edit. Red. Red. Okay, now select. Okay, so now we should be able to keep this color. Okay. And I want to make that like a blue. Only like a deeper blue. But I think that's the blue that I'm using for the waters, so I think I need to use a different one. So we'll edit this one and we'll make this one straight up blue. Really run it into the blue here. Maybe like a darker blue? I mean, that definitely definitely pops. And now, what if I were to make those things blue? Would that be weird? And then we'll go back into the red. And that can be red, that can be red, and that can be red. Yeah, so just little pops of color, just to kind of separate. I think the blue might be a little too purple, too purpley. Let me just edit this a little bit, and it should just change everything automatically. So if I went more with like no, it's more purple. So maybe if we went like with a lighter blue. That kind of looks more violet now. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I mean, I could do like a blue gray. I mean, that wouldn't be too hard to do, right? Just go into here and then we just bring this kind of down, kind of drown it out a little bit, but then this just makes it look even more purple. Okay, hang on. Maybe get this a little darker. I don't know, somewhere in there. How does that look? That's better, I think. Yeah. And I like how that kind of pops against the red here. And that's really dark up in there, but that's fine. Oh, and I need to change those colors too. Okay. Good to go, I think. All right, get her done. And then this changed all those colors. Okay, hang on. Let me make a white color, because that's kind of the color that I wanted that to be. So let me go over here and we'll edit this one. We'll just drain all of that out and turn the brightness up. And then we can make this back into white. Okay, that'll work. And the white is just that way it reflects the light a little bit better. Right, customizer, white. Okay, do we have a ticket? We do not. We're up to 14,000 points per minute. Not bad. All right, but we are right about at 2 hours. So I think the last thing I'm going to do is just finish up what we've got going on over here. Let's see, walls, no, architecture, yep. All right. And then this has to be... No, is it here? No. Do I have to go over here and do it? Yes. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we go over into, that's in walls, hex frame windows, get that in there. Throw this on the other side because why not? And let's see, get this thing going kind of sort of here. All right. Yeah, we definitely need lights out here. We've got room for them, so I just got to figure out where to put them. And then we'll just kind of run a bunch of them, just kind of string them all up. And then I can control all of them all at once. And I think that will work out nicely. So we'll probably run some along the edge here, since we should have room up at the top. Hopefully anyways. Actually, let me see if that's going to work. Wall mounted. Oh yeah, and it looks like it kind of like clips onto the frame there, so that actually looks kind of nice. It's not going to let me do it over there though, so I'm going to have to be a little careful with how I do that. And why does this look like it's not in the right place? It's because this is not in the right place. Okay. So that's good there. So then if I can mount some stuff up here. Actually, let me just see what that's going to look like first. Organization, wall mounted, throw it up there on the corner. I'm not going to tilt it up or anything. I just want to see kind of where it goes for now. Okay. So we'll run that over there. Run this to some power somewhere. Okay, so that's kind of where that goes then, huh? Are you going to let me, like, change you or no? I have to replace you completely. Okay. So let's see. Now we're going to go back into here and we're going to tilt it up a little bit, like 2 ticks up. And we'll see where that goes. I don't think that made any kind of a difference. Let's go up 4 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's kind of more of what I'm looking for. It doesn't have to go all the way to the edge here, but I do want it to join or kind of show out here. And then if I do the same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then run this guy over to there. Turn that off. Okay, I mean it's not terrible. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. And then if I did the ceiling lights, what do I need? I need more Caterium. Okay, that's fine. Actually, hang on. What if I were to put that up 5 ticks? Does it go up 5 ticks? I just want to see it real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it can go up 6 ticks. Then we can take this one out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now you're off. Why are you off? You're on, you're off. That's just weird. Okay. So if I can get out of here, turn that off. Okay, this is better. We've got some more kind of overlap here. Interesting. Okay, so if that was 5 ticks, what does 6 ticks look like? Okay, so now it's kind of showing on the ceiling. Well, that one is too. Okay, no, that's a little too far out from the edge here. So I think 5 ticks was the magical number. So let's see, all the way up and then down 1. All right. Yeah, no, so I think this is just like a visual glitch. Like it's on, but it's not showing that it's on. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, that should hopefully sort of kind of work. And then if we can put some lights way up there and have that shine down, like kind of in the middle areas, I think that might work out pretty nice. But we are at 2 hours and 5 minutes, so I think that'll be good for this video. We did a lot of building, a lot of decorating, a lot of kind of moving stuff around, I guess. We did bring over the Polymer Resin. Actually remembered what that stuff was called. Go me, right? Yeah, so Polymer Resin, so we brought that over. We also got all of these things going all the way over there, so if I ever need to bring over another solid something, I can. And yeah. So I think the next thing that I might want to do is bring over another 600 line of water, just to make sure that I have a lot of water in here. And yeah. One thing I want to do is take a look at what this is going to look like from really far away. And then once you get out, then it's nice and bright out. Nice. Do. And then I'll work on getting some more tickets, and then I'll see if I can get those glass ceilings or glass roofs. Yeah, and then as this builds up, so we're gonna go up like another 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that. So we're gonna go up pretty far, and then we're gonna kind of bend in a little bit, and then we're gonna go up again, and then really, really far up, and then we'll bend in again, and then we'll do something in the middle. And then that's going to be kind of like the very top. And I'm thinking I want to pump up just a shit ton of water and have all that go up there, fill up a ton of, you know, little liquid container things up there, like the big ones, and then kind of have them alternate kind of down. Like, so like normally when you stack them up on levels, right, you can have one here and then one directly below it. Well, I'm thinking we do one here and then we split 2, so that we, like, the edge of these 2 is going to be in the middle of that one. And then once we go below this one to the 3rd level, then it'll be in the middle again. So it'll kind of create like a little diamond hex pattern type thing. So I think that will be good. I'll have to think about what color I want this outside to be. I do want it to pop, but I don't want it to be too bright. But yeah, so that's what we got so far. We got our little spire over there doing its thing. We closed in the bottom, which actually looks really, really nice because it makes it look like that's just like a huge foundation for the spire, which, you know, works. And yeah, I think like overall I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. And then we got the sun coming up. Nice. But that is pretty much all I got for you for this video. So hopefully you enjoyed. Hello, sun. And if you did enjoy, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, we'll watch the train go down in circles. I wish I could have made that smoother, but you know, it's about as good as I can get it for now. But yeah, that's all I got. Have a good one.